Good morning, new 1%. It's Satoshi Boomin coming at you with another video. And guys, we are 50 subscribers away from 6,000. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I've been on YouTube here for almost a year, and 6,000 subscribers is something that I never could have imagined. You know, when I first started this channel, I thought I'd be one and done pretty much. But, you know, that's just, you know, a testament to the strong VeChain family we have here and consistency, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you guys could hit that subscribe button for me and get me over 6K today, that would be amazing. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I got my hot tea and honey locked and loaded, ready to go. We're going to go over some VeChain news, and then I want to do a Liqwid Finance showcase at the end of the video after the VeChain news. This is a Cardano DeFi protocol. I'm not being sponsored by them or anything, but I wanted to go over it just in case you guys were wondering on how you can make some extra cash doing DeFi. It's pretty awesome. I've done liquidity mining through DeFi before, and it's great. I think liquidity mining is going to be the future of DeFi. Amongst other things. So that's later in the video. If you want to stick around for that, great. But let's get right into the VeChain news, guys. So today we're down about 2.4%. Nothing really to shake a stick at. We're still hovering around that 3-cent mark here. You know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, guys, we're up 360% over the year. And I just see a lot of FUD and a lot of people getting, you know, discontent on Twitter. You know, it is what it is, guys. I mean, we're not going to go straight up. I mean, you know, the real altcoin season has not started yet. You know, when, you know, back in 2017, you could just throw $100 at a project and get out 1,000. Those days are probably, I don't want to say over, but they have not really started yet. I think we have to wait just a few more months longer before that can occur. Now, BitBoy Crypto, go ahead and follow him on YouTube. He says that the bull run is going to last until October. So we have plenty of more months, plenty of more room for gains, guys. You know, we're already up, you know, 300%. If you bought in March, we're up even more than that. So, you know, just hold the faith, guys. It's okay. We are all making money. Everybody who bought VeChain is pretty much in profit if they bought before December. So, you know, let's pump the brakes, guys. We're doing okay. We're going to be okay. We're going to make it. All right. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research and all that crap. All right. So yesterday we burned about 9.2 million VITRO. Today we're burning a little bit less, about 6.5 million VITRO. Weekends are normally slow, so we're just going to move on here. All right, so when you look on, I'm going to talk about this. I want to know your stance on the situation. You know, when you type in VeChain on Twitter, this is probably going to be the first thing you see. You know, let's just take a look. Justin Bennett, go ahead and follow him. An amazing advocate for the VeChain community. He does great technical analysis. He's a big part of the VeChain family. Please go ahead and follow him. He does great work. He posts, I'm a big fan of VeChain. You all know this. Part of being a believer or a fan in something is having the voice and being critical when it is necessary. With that in mind, I think VeChain official could do a better job at community outreach and involvement. I'm not talking about pumping VET. I'm referring to updates, announcements, AMAs, etc. More community involvement like that from Jason Rockwood and Peter Zhu really goes a long way too. They've been excellent. They have been communicating with the community, and I really appreciate the hard work that both of them have been putting in. I'm still bullish on VET as ever before. Nothing has changed. I'm simply asking the VeChain team to consider doing more to keep community members up to speed on the latest happenings. Thanks in advance and cheers. So I agree. You know, a lot of the news we get is from community members themselves. I mean, Eisenreich, you know, Ron Dalton, Justin Bennett, you know, all these guys. I'm sorry if I did not mention a name. You know, not too much news comes from VeChain official, and that is true. You know, but we can ask them to, keep us in the loop. But a lot of these stories and a lot of these partnerships, sometimes they are speculation. A lot of times they are true. But, I think that VeChain is weary of just, blasting information out there because they don't want to be seen as a pump and dump coin or something like that. They want to keep their cards close to their vest because they are, focusing on Fortune 500 companies. And that's cool. We have to understand, guys, that, we are not entitled to shareholder rights when we're talking about VeChain. Okay, VeChain is not a stock. When we invest in VET, we're investing in the network, not in the company itself. Okay, so, any nuggets of information that they do give us, and I know people don't want to hear it, and I know I'm probably going to get downvoted a lot for saying this, but any nuggets of information that VeChain wants to give us, it's at the goodness of their heart. You know what I mean? They don't have to tell us anything. It would behoove them to, because, a strong community means a strong coin. But, just like with Bitcoin, just like with Ethereum, they don't really have to tell us anything because we are not shareholders. Okay. Thank you to VeChain Foundation. Thank you to all the community members. It takes a whole community to, get a coin to get to where we want it to be. It takes, Bitcoin maxis and, people doing all this research and working on the protocol in order to make Bitcoin to where it is today. Same thing with Ethereum. And it's going to take the same thing for VeChain. And another thing I wanted to say is that I don't think the foundation here realizes how big the VeChain community is. I mean, it has exploded within the past year. So they could definitely do a better job, I believe. But at the same time, as a community, we have to evangelize. We have to get out there. We have to, speak the word of VeChain, and hopefully with VeChain Official, they can help us on that journey. Now, they have said that they have a lot of NDAs. We're still waiting for the VeChain POA 2.0 release. And hopefully after that, we can start getting some more news. And hopefully VeChain Official could start, keeping us informed on more things. I'm okay with it. Yesterday, I said that, VeChain needs to market more, and I still do believe that. But, whatever their plan is, it has been working. I mean, think about it, guys. With all the mud that's been slung at VeChain, with all the FUD coming out, with them being a quote unquote China coin, they still have amassed a market cap of over $2 billion. Like, this is not just some regular old community coin now. We're dealing with billions of dollars. We're dealing with Fortune 500 companies. We're dealing with people's livelihoods here. And I think that, the same thing happened in the Cardano community. We had to get up on them. We had to say, hey, the Cardano Foundation is not doing anything. Let's go. What's the point of the Cardano Foundation if you're not going to engage with the community, if you're not going to, reach out to the greater crypto community in order to, facilitate Cardano adoption? And what did they do? They got on their bootstraps. They're making TikTok videos and such and things. And, they're really, really doing what they need to do. And shout out to Justin Bennett here, for voicing his opinion, and more of us need to do that. And I hope VeChain Foundation, agrees and decides to, step up their efforts a little bit. And I think that'll be just good for the community as a whole. So what do you guys think down below? I'm kind of conflicted here because, on one hand, they're not a stock and they can do whatever they want. I mean, it is, we're not entitled to shareholder rights as cryptos communities. I think people get that twisted. You know, they think that, oh, since we invest in a coin or whatever, they're supposed to, you know, tell us everything. That's not true. But on the other hand as well, you know, it will facilitate mass adoption if, you know, the foundation actually goes out into the community and does grassroots marketing and, you know, and things like that. So let me know what you think. Comment down below. You're going to be seeing this a lot. I don't want it to split the community, or I don't want people to, you know, attack VeChain Foundation or anything like that. That's not what I want. What I want is for all of us to work together as a community, just like Bitcoin does, just like Ethereum does, just like Cardano does, to pull us up. Okay? I just want to make that clear. I don't want anybody to get butt hurt. I love each and every one of you. Let's get it. All right, so we have a video here. I've showed this video before a while back, but for the newbies, we have a lot of solutions for Fortune 500 companies, and one of these solutions is the luxury goods solution. Okay, we're tracking and tracing luxury goods from COS, H&M. We're tracking leather bags from Givenchy. So there's a lot of things, there's a lot of use cases that the VeChain Thor blockchain can do. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research for investing. Let's take a look at the short video here just to give an overview of their luxury goods solution.
VeChain embeds its proprietary chipset within luxury products, giving each product a unique ID on the VeChain Thor blockchain. Brands can track the whole journey of each luxury product, upload key data to the VeChain Thor blockchain at each step. Using blockchain technology, brands can monitor their sales channels in real time, preventing illegal overstock trading. Consumers can check the authenticity of the product simply with a mobile app. Brands can provide additional product information to customers, charting the story behind the product. Customers can even craft their own stories, creating an emotional bond with their products by uploading their moments to the VeChain platform. User-generated content offers brands valuable feedback and insights into their customers so that they can optimize their brand experience and CRM strategies. VeChain is an invaluable companion for sellers on secondary marketplaces, offering swift, painless product authentication. Now, brands can nurture even deeper relationships between their products and customers. VeChain puts control back into the hands of brands, making luxury retail transparent, seamless, and data-driven.
All right, guys, so that's just one of the many use cases of VeChain, and I think this is one of the better solutions as well. But yeah, guys, yeah. Moving on. All right, so Eisenreich here, and again, this is what I'm talking about here. I mean, you know, I get all my news from Eisenreich and other people in the community, and it would just be better. It would just be a lot smoother and cleaner if VeChain official came out with these stories and these connections or whatever. And you know, I'm not saying that what Eisenreich is doing is wrong or anything. All hail the great Eisenreich. Don't get me wrong. I am bending the knee, but you know, I understand what Justin Bennett is saying, and you know, again, we all have to work together. Anyway, VeChain and Gluttus. VeChain has been listed on an Indian exchange, Gluttus. More and more places to buy VeChain. Just another on-ramp, guys. Please do your own research. I thought India was banning crypto, but apparently not. What saddened me is that Nigeria is banning crypto. And if I have any Nigerian brothers and sisters here, please screw the government, bro. Like, don't listen to that crap. Get you a VPN if you can afford it, if you have reliable internet connection, and still trade, man. Don't listen to the government. They're trying to control you. They're trying to keep you down in Nigeria. Don't let it happen. Okay? If Allah is unjust, it is your duty to disobey it. All right? And, you know, if anybody from the Nigerian government is mad, then kiss my ass. Anyway, so we have VeChain and Gluttus. This is awesome. And my brothers and sisters in the Indian in India as well, and all over the world. Okay, don't let these people in fancy $5,000 suits tell you how to live your life. All right, don't do it. Okay, the only way you could be a slave is if you allow yourself to be enslaved. And we have Isaac Reich here finally again. VeChain and that settlement. VeChain looks like it has been mentioned in another research paper, and that's what I like about VeChain. I mean, it's research based, serious stuff, real, live blockchains doing real live solutions here. So we have recently developed DLT solutions, e.g. Adara and VeChain, are claimed to offer more mature and scalable solutions with the proof of authority blockchain. We can, and proof of authority 2.0, we could have faster transaction speeds, lower power generation, and just overall better scalability solutions. During the building of and evaluation iterations, research found that transactions were not processed because the DLT watcher's malfunction. The DLT watcher monitors events and blockchains attached to the Azure blockchain workbench, blah, 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 blah. VeChain is faster than Ethereum. You guys all get the news. So VeChain and VAT settlements, another scientific journal that VeChain is mentioned in. Good stuff. Shout out to Peter Zhu, chief scientist for VeChain. All right, guys. Thank you. Stick around if you want to know a little bit more about the Cardano DeFi protocol that will be coming up here in a short couple of months. I really wanted to get this out there because, liquidity mining is awesome. I recently liquidity mined 1inch token, and that's doing really, really well right now. And I just wanted to get that out there because I love each and every one of you, and I want to make each and every one of your pockets fatter. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research. DeFi and crypto is extremely risky. You can lose all your money. Thank you to AJ Bergalickhouse, Mac Harris, Sergio Lassinios, and AmericaHomeRemedies.com, The Fernline, Jeffrey, Ethan, Maryland Crypto, Boost Wayne, Brady Adams, Fruz Din, Joe Jimenez, Kyle Bocci, CryptoSVT.si, Eric Power, at Dig the Voice for the People, HPD South Bay, and Daniel A. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin block halving here, guys, real quick. We have 1,184 days till the next Bitcoin block halving, and Bitcoin is above 40K. So it looks like Bitcoin is going to run. People are going to take profits, and then it should start to bleed into altcoins here. It looks like Cardano is still pumping. Hopefully we can get to $1. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. Just imagine the FUD that Cardano had when it was at 3 cents. Just imagine. Take VeChain FUD and times it by 1,000 because it was a top 10 crypto, and you could see how much FUD there was out there for it. But hey, you know what? When people FUD, we buy more. That's just the way it goes. So nothing really too much is pumping like crazy right now. Got a couple of coins. Dogecoin is still up for some reason, whatever. And no coins majorly dumping. All right. So that's the end of the first part. We're going to go into the Liqwid Finance news next, guys. If you're interested, just stick around. I mean, it's pretty cool. So we have Liqwid Finance here, guys. All right. Now, this protocol has not come out yet. Okay. So this is super early stuff. All right, guys. So we're on the ground floor here. That's how you make the most money. You get on the ground floor, you get in before everybody else does. Okay. This is awesome. This is an algorithmic protocol for lending and automated liquidity provision on Cardano. So this is the first automated market maker on Cardano. Absolutely crazy. There's only almost 3,000 followers. So we're super, super, super early. Okay. Why is this important? Let's go here. Okay, yield farming and liquidity provider incentivization. Okay, so the LQ token is going to be released on Cardano, I want to say in about 3 to 5 months. Okay, the testnet is coming out this month. They're going to be doing development. V1 should be out in Q2, hopefully. Let's take a look. At Liqwid, our chief goal is to create a financial operating infrastructure. Our chief goal is to create an open financial infrastructure that applications and developers can build on indefinitely. To realize this vision, we are facilitating a fair and inclusive distribution of LQ governance tokens to future protocol users. From Liqwid V1 launch forward, all proposals to update the protocol or access Liqwid DAO will originate from the LQ governance token holders. In achieving our vision of decentralization from day one and establishing an open protocol capable of community-led innovative growth methods. Okay. Liqwid is pleased to announce its upcoming two-phase liquidity mining program. And I'm briefly going to go over what liquidity mining is for people that don't know and are not familiar to DeFi. So liquidity mining is that you provide liquidity. So let's just say Uniswap, for example. As a matter of fact, let's go there now. Let's just go. Well, I don't feel like typing in all that stuff. Well, you know what? Fine. I'll be right back. Let me just get all that set up. All right, guys. So I'm back. Did a little bit of YouTube magic there. Let's take a look at Uniswap here. So we have Uniswap. Here's how it looks normally when you first go on a Uniswap. This is just an example. So if we wanted to provide liquidity here, what you would need to do is you would need to add 1 and 1. So like if I wanted to do 1 ETH and 1 DAI, okay, I would need to add 1 ETH and then like 1,500 DAI here. And the reason why you would do that is because adding liquidity allows people to make swaps, lend, borrow, all these things. So you're providing the Ethereum, you're providing the DAI, you're providing the ADA, like for example, you're providing the ADA, you're providing the AGE USD, which will be the stable coin on the Cardano platform. And then for you providing liquidity, you gain tokens. So for example, the Cardano stablecoin is going to be AGE USD. Okay. So if I provide ADA and AGA USD, let's just say I did, I don't know, 1 ADA is 50 cents. So I did 1 ADA and 50 cents worth of AGA USD, which is kind of impossible because it's a stable coin. All right. So let's just say 2 ADA and 1 AG USD. I would be mining LQ tokens because I'm providing liquidity to the protocol. All right. If you don't get it, just DM me or comment down below. I'll try to explain it a little bit more. Okay, so Liqwid is pleased to announce this upcoming two-phase liquidity mining program. We will be releasing 1 staking contract and 1 user distribution contract. So user distribution and yield farming. Next, we will unpack the parameters of each contract, the differences between the two, and the rationale behind their design. So user distribution, Aquafire, codename Aquafire. The LQ user distribution is designed to distribute LQ governance tokens to users based on their usage of the protocol. All right, so before we get into this, why would they do this? What's the point of this? Well, one, to reward you for adding liquidity to their protocol. When you add liquidity to their protocol, it allows swaps to be made at lower prices because there's just more liquidity for you to pull from. And another important reason is decentralization, because these governance tokens, you can sell them, you can swap them, you can do just about anything with them. But the most important thing you could do with these governance tokens is vote. Yes, voting. You want to vote in order to be able to sway where the protocol is going. If you need to upgrade the protocol, you would use your LQ tokens here in order to, vote to update, to change the chain. If the chain got hacked, you would need to vote on that as well. You would use the LQ tokens. It's amazing. It's incentivizing voting, and I love it. So compared to the first epoch, the yield farming program, protocol users will be earning LQ tokens, each block pro rata to the borrowed interest generated in the market. The protocol first allocates a specific amount of LQ tokens per block, which are allocated to each market in proportion of the LQ expansion rate. Every Cardano block, 0.5 to 1 LQ, will be distributed across every market. And another thing that's great that I almost forgot to mention, and what it's talking about here, is that every time a swap is made, okay, using this pair or whatever, like say if somebody wanted to swap, an ETH into DAI on Uniswap, you earn a percentage of the fees. Absolutely crazy, guys. You earn a percentage of the fees as well. So think about it like this. By adding liquidity, you earn 0.3% of all trades on this pair proportional to your share. So you can see how if you add liquidity, you just leave it in there and people are using the protocol over and over. Slowly but surely, you'll be gaining fees, gaining interest just by letting your money sit. Okay, this is what banks do, guys. They provide liquidity to things all the time. This is DeFi. All right. Instead of a bank doing it, now you could do it with your assets. Absolutely crazy. Okay. So this is not too important here. The Aquafire initiative will be granted 12 million LQ tokens in every epoch. We'll have about 86,000 LQ tokens to start. The user distribution program will automatically distribute LQ tokens to users once the amount they have accrued surpasses a threshold. So we can see here, 60% of the LQ tokens, there's 21 million LQ tokens. 60% will be distributed to the community. 50% will be given to suppliers. 50% will be given to borrowers. So each epoch, 86,000 LQ tokens will be released. And then all the 60% of the LQ tokens will be released over a 2-year span as to not flood the market with LQ tokens. So, for example, if you provide liquidity when it first comes out, okay, you will be receiving LQ tokens in a sort of steady rate for the next 2 years. Okay, crazy. Yield farming, hydroponica. The codename hydroponica, the first mechanism delivering initial LQ token distribution to the community will be the yield farming staking contract, okay, dubbed hydroponica. This contract will hold 10% of the supply and will be distributed to community members who stake their Q tokens minted upon the initial deposit. Users will be able to stake their Q tokens for the following assets supported at launch or shortly after. So we have ADA, USD coin, AGUSD, which is the Cardano stablecoin, ERG, and LQ. We believe these assets, we selected these assets because they will serve as the initial set of money markets in the protocol. We thought it was the most equitable design in this fair launch opportunity for LQ Finance. These token holders who evolve from their modest farmer beginnings to become an active protocol user as a part of the distinguished Liqwid legion of hydroponic farmers. Yield farming enables our project to bootstrap community through incentives created by distributing LQ. The key goal is to build infrastructure of an engaged community whose incentives are aligned with those of the Liqwid protocol, even post-hydroponica and beyond. Participants have the option to redeem their LQ yield at the end of each epoch. Each epoch will last 5 days, and the number of LQ tokens will be distributed during each epoch. The user's yield will be based on the amount of supporting assets Q tokens they have staked relative to the total amount staked in the hydroponica pool. The calculation will be time weighted to encourage fair pro rata LQ yields. Any user could add the pool intra-epoch and earn LQ rewards proportional to the time they staked. However, funds must remain staked through the end of the epoch. All right, so we have another. How many LQ tokens will be distributed to yield farmers? So 10% will be distributed to yield farming, about 2 million LQ tokens, and then it will be a 6-month distribution of LQ. So we have LQ tokens are allocated to users based on their supplied Q token amount. And then user receives pro rata amount of LQ tokens from the supplied Q tokens here. Okay. All right, the user and to sum this all up, the user distribution and yield farming programs are designed to facilitate the most decentralized community-led program that ensure power does not reside in the hands of the few. In addition, security audits will be performed. Users will have the opportunity to beta test all these smart contracts on the KEVM DevNet before they are deployed on the Cardano mainnet following the Gogan upgrade. Now, that was a mouthful. I literally blabbered on and on and on and went on tangents and all that. Don't worry, guys. There will be videos, and I will showcase those videos on how to navigate this. There will be tutorials, all that. This is just, I'm priming you guys. And if you guys stuck around for this long, you guys will have a head up on this. All right. So I love each and every one of you. I'm trying to keep y'all in the loop. This is amazing. So here's the this is Project Catalyst. If you don't know, this is the voting for Cardano. This is the voting for just basically, Cardano's governance system. Here's the proposal for it. You can check out the GitHub if you want to. And this should be getting funding again for more development. So if you're interested, I will leave this in the description below. Again, guys, this is the first AMM coming out on Cardano, guys. Craziness. If you want to get on it, just remember, like, we're still kind of beta testing this thing, and things could go wrong, but we do have an opportunity to become first movers advantages when it comes to Cardano DeFi. So this isn't going to be the first, and it won't be the last, and I will definitely be keeping you guys up to date on it. We have a roadmap here. All right. So if you guys are interested in checking this out, pretty awesome. And then finally, that seems to be it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any questions. I know I probably didn't explain that the best, but things will make sense once it starts to come out later on in Q1. I really appreciate you guys listening to me blabber on for 30 minutes. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't let your memes be dreams, and I will talk to you tomorrow.